Hi Julie.
This way a bit more.
Oh.
Hi Sarah. We've got Sarah with us today and we're going to be doing some winemaking. We're going to do 2 kits. We're going to start off with this elderflower and then we're going to be doing a peach one next.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
So you're going to show me how to do it then?
Yeah, okay.
Real.
So what we've got, as usual folks, we've sterilised the 2 demijohns, we've sterilised the airlocks, the funnel and the jug. Caps, everything's been done. The surface has been sterilised, so I'm not worried about that. And basically we're on day 1, and in fact, let's have a look on the. I've not opened this yet, so I can do this.
There's 2 of us. We can read different instructions.
We've got on here. It's got day 1, day 3, day 10, and day 20. Day 20 is basically when it's finished and ready to drink, bottled up. So what we're doing today is we've got to empty the can into a sterilised glass demijohn. We're using plastic, by the way, folks. That doesn't need to be glass. Then we're going to add 1.8 litres of cold water and 16 ounce or 450 gram of sugar. I've bought the packet of sugar in somewhere. Yeah, that's a kilo, isn't it? So we need half of that.
Yeah.
And I've got the scales there as well, so we're going to be fine with that. Let's just move this camera because we're just a bit...
Okay.
That's better, that's better. So let's crack on. So what we're going to do... well, we're not reading that. Actually,
and day 20 sounds good.
It does, doesn't it? 3 weeks. Yeah, sterile. And this, by the folks, this is from Wilco's. Not used this before. I think it paid it was either £8 or £9 for it. So let's see.
It's really good, and that's just the normal size wine bottles, is it?
Yeah, you can use. Yeah, it's 6 of the normal glass size, or if you're using the PET ones, the plastic ones, you're probably going to use 4.5 or 4.5, I think, because they're a litre. Yeah, 4.5. They're a litre. But they're 750 millilitre.
I can bring you some wine bottles if you need some normal. Is it any particular colour glass?
No, any.
So we've got to have 20 in our recycling bin at the minute.
Yeah.
So if you want me to save them for you,
please,
I will do.
Yeah, because then we can use them for the wine.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Well, that's a good start.
Let's crack on then. So, what we're going to do...
Do you want me to do anything for you, or shall I just...
we can just watch for the moment.
Okay.
I'm always double checking.
Yes, I'm a bit of a double checker. If I look at this as well, so we've got the same instructions.
Yeah,
haven't we?
that's it. So 1.8 litre of water. That's the same.
Yeah, cold water.
And then add this. Have I got that right? Oh, empty the can first.
Yeah,
let's do the can because
first.
then when we empty the water in, it's going to stir it all up and that. So.
And then you add your sugar after. Yeah.
Yeah.
And swirl it carefully.
Yeah. Now obviously folks, I've run out of produce from the freezer for my allotment. This year there was, we did have a lot, and in fact I gave a lot away. And some of it, in fact, got thrown away.
It's a shame.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
If
I'd been doing the winemaking,
yeah.
So this year we're trying to plan to have.
Don't cut yourself.
No.
Don't want rosé wine.
This year we're planning to have a lot more produce from the allotment. We're hoping it's going to be a good year again.
It's not been a very good year for sloes, has it?
Just get around.
My friend Brenna, she usually makes some sloe gin and things like that, and she said she's had trouble finding them this year in the village.
Oh, right.
Unless they've taken the bushes away. Do you want me to hold that?
Yeah, you hold that. Oh, yeah.
It looks quite syrupy, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, it's a nice look.
Now, as always, folks, we want to get every little bit out as we can, so we're going to pour some cold water into here.
That's what I'd do.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about what you make, Sarah, while I'm
Well, I cheat a bit, but this year I've tried to. My dad's got a lot of blackberry bushes and raspberry bushes and things, so we've had like a glut of fruit. So I've been making. Well, the vodka's already bought. I've been buying sort of vodka from Aldi or the cheaper supermarket ones.
Okay.
Then adding
Just
loads
fill
of
up some more.
fruit and sugar, and then just putting it in big jars, keeping it in a dark cupboard, and turning it over every 3 days. And I've sifted it through the muslin cloth about 2 weeks before Christmas, and it's a lovely colour now. I did message Julie and Nigel because it did seem very cloudy to start with,
Yeah.
but you were right. Well, it's right. It's just about that much cloud in the bottom now.
Yeah.
So I think I just
Sediment and
leave
stuff.
it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I just leave that now, don't I?
Yeah.
And the
no
fruit
worries.
I've drained off is making some nice kind of boozy Christmas compote that I'm going to reduce down to make sauces. So it's like Julie, I don't like to waste anything. I think if you can use everything as much as possible, it's really good, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Just look at that colour.
It's really
quite
good already, isn't it?
does, yeah. Hey?
Can I come back on day 20?
Oh yeah, you can come back on each of the
Sample
sessions,
it.
yeah.
Is that all the water?
That is what all, I think
Okay.
it says 1.7,
Anyway,
oh 1.8.
Anyway, I had a little
Well, it should be
sip
about right,
of
isn't it?
my vodka and brandy the other night, and it seems very strong. I suppose the sugar's increased the alcohol content,
It would,
hasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah, it's very strong. But I think it's going to be nice.
right. So now what we've got to do is do the sugar.
Okay.
Now, what we need,
Do you want me to get the scales out?
no, yeah, you can get the scales out, but what we've actually got to do is make sure that both this funnel and the jug are dry,
Do you want me to dry
because
it?
otherwise it's gonna clog up.
Okay.
We'll just give it, make sure it's. Learning all this from Nigel.
It's good though, when you sort of watching somebody else, that's how you do learn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to try it for you whilst you're
You can do if
Get
you
on
like.
with
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
next bit?
Yeah, we'll swirl this out.
So what does Nigel, does he make wine from like stuff from his allotments?
He makes mostly grapevine.
Ooh.
He's got 3 grapevines in the garden.
They grow well here, do they?
Yeah, I think you get about £80.
Wow.
Yeah,
Are they red grapes or green?
they're both.
Right.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
yeah. It's got 2 up the side of the house.
So they look nice as well, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah,
Is that right to
yeah,
put down there?
that'd be fine. Yeah, and just give that a quick. Right. And then we'll.
Plenty of wine with all that.
Mix it.
Can't you?
Yeah. Came all the way from China, this.
Yes.
Yeah, I ordered it on eBay, and didn't realise that I'd ordered from China.
Well, Jack keeps doing that. He keeps ordering things, and then he'll say, "Oh, Mum, they've not come yet." And then I say, "Well, where's it coming from?" And then when we look, that's from China. We get no end of little packages.
Yeah. I'm just pouring out 16 ounces of sugar, folks.
They're good, the electronic scales, though, aren't they?
Yeah, well, we've got the old-fashioned ones in the
Yes,
cupboard.
I have as well. I do like the
You have
old-fashioned
to-
ones, but with these you can add to, can't you, and add different things.
Yeah.
I'm still £1 an ounce. It's kind of.
I am, yeah. Right.
That's that.
Um, right. So,
I'll
we're
hold
gonna
that for you.
do
yes,
all
it's
that.
there.
We're going to add the sugar to it.
therapeutic actually, isn't it?
Yeah. That's it.
Like in a sink, or can we use that?
I'm just thinking we're going to be doing another one. Now, do we need? No. Yeah, you can leave that.
Okay,
Leave that.
just
Leave
like
it
that.
over here, just
Okay.
because that's all sterilised and whatever. You can
Yeah.
leave it in there.
No, I need to
We need to
gently
shake it, don't we?
swirl, Julie, swirl.
Swirl, is it? Alright.
It says swirl the open demijohn carefully. So no, it doesn't say shake.
Swirl, is it?
Swirl.
I'll just put my thumb on the top. I don't want to get any. So we just got to swirl. I'm sure we've got to shake it. I think it's just because it's probably been converted from a foreign language.
Do you think?
It might have done. What does swirl mean? Does that mean like that?
Yeah, I think so. What's up there?
Make sure you put your finger.
Yeah, I do. I think it's kind of that's swirling, isn't it?
Yeah. Nigel manages to do that.
You do keep fitting
When
the
he's-
same time.
When he's doing the cleaning out, he kind of does that, and you know, I struggle getting the technique.
I was in brownies, you see.
Yeah, it's like when you've got those
Hulu's, yeah, so I think he
I
did that at
can't-
the same time. Is that yeah? The sugar is
Yeah,
Do you need to
I
swirl it
think
some
I
more?
just think that'll be it. It doesn't say for so many minutes.
No, it just says swirl.
Yeah.
And we've swirled. It is a nice colour.
It is, isn't it?
I take it the colour doesn't change much.
No,
No.
it'll be just like a clearer.
So we've got to add the
Oh,
contents.
well, I say that, when you've got these kits, folks, there is I'll put it away now, but it comes with a sachet to give you the elderflower look. So, that's probably a green bottle. So yeah, in this
Yes.
case, it's probably going to be similar. But on some of them, you will be adding, like, say, you might be having a blackberry.
Yeah.
So it might start off like this, and then you'll be adding the
Yes.
blackberry, which is
Yeah,
going to...
otherwise you would have no idea
Yeah,
it was
no,
blackberry, would
no,
you, with that?
No.
That's
No.
the nice thing about having the fruit
Oh.
itself, because it does go a lovely deep colour, doesn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, quite. That's nothing quite like. It's going to be interesting to see what that peach looks like compared to it.
Yeah.
So I think that's it then for that one, isn't it,
Okay.
for today?
Don't we need to add the
Oh, hang
contents
on,
of-
we do.
We need to add the
We
contents
do.
of the yeast.
Oh yes, I've got them out here as well. We've got a couple of sachets here, folks. We've got the wine yeast and we've got the Nutrifine. So was it wine yeast first?
Yes, wine yeast first.
And
Add
then-
the contents of the wine yeast and the Nutrify.
Both together.
And then you shake the demijohn.
Oh right. Oh, well, doesn't do any harm, folks, shaking, as long as you've got your finger on the top so it doesn't go
I think
everywhere.
it sounds like a personal preference, doesn't it? Whether
Yeah.
you shake or whether you swirl.
This is where it helps sometimes when you got somebody,
Yes.
because you can so easily make a
Well, you
mistake.
can. It's like with anything, isn't it?
Yeah. What did I made a mistake on one of the... I was on one of the things. I left the yeast nutrient out, but apparently it didn't matter. I took advice on it,
Yes.
but somehow I've missed it. So now I
It's
tend
easily
to
done,
now I
isn't it?
tend to tick everything as I
Yeah,
go
that's a
along.
good idea, actually.
Because obviously on these wines and that, you're working over, you know, maybe 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're doing a 7-day one, which was that first one I made.
Oh, right, so they're not all...
No, you can make it in 7 days to drink.
Wow.
30, I did 30, it was meant to be 30 bottles, but 6 bottles went over the floor and that, you know. And
Was that trying to get it through the funnel?
There was a bit, it was my very first one on my own, and that I wasted rather a lot at the bottom because I couldn't juggle everything
Yeah,
on
when
my own.
there's two of you, you could...
Yeah.
Somebody could hold it, the other
Hold
person
it,
could tip
tilt it,
Yeah.
so you got less wastage. And
That's a strange looking...
it is, isn't it?
It goes in like big lumps at the bottom, doesn't it? So that's the Nutrifine.
Yeah.
So you've got to shake that.
You know what?
What?
There's something what they haven't told us to do. Now, as it happens, it doesn't matter because I've got the mark on another one of these, but we need to know where the position is for the water. Because if you read a bit more, it says then in 3 days' time, top up to 4.5 litres.
Oh, yeah.
But these are a lot bigger than. I'm going to have to think about this one. We've added 1.8 litres. Question is, how much is in here? 900. Oh, but that's gram.
Maths wasn't my forte.
This is where you can slip up those.
You can, 'cause I wouldn't have thought of that.
Now, as it happens, I think how we're going to get around this, when we use the next kit, we're going to make sure we make a mark, and then we can transfer the mark onto this one.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Even if that's not the same instructions, we'll fill it up to 4.5 litre water, mark it,
Okay.
and empty it out.
Yeah. Okay.
So sometimes, I mean, on some of them, it does make this clear. It didn't make it clear on
It
here.
doesn't. And if I was making it myself for the first
That's
time,
where you would have gone wrong.
I would have just followed this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
Like I've just
thought of that.
But then it just dawned on me. So yeah, that is something to be aware of.
Okay.
Fill it up with water. Get a marker, mark it, and then you'll know. And just put a little arrow and put, because on one of mine I had to mark it at 4.7 litre.
Okay.
Which is somewhere around there. So 4.5 is going to be around here somewhere.
It's good to be thought of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, so we've done that bit. We can leave that for 3 days.
So
we need to stick the.
Is that the airlock? Then?
Yeah, that's the airlock. And we've got the little
Is that the
little cap. And we've got to put some water in there.
Filling the airlock with cold water. Why do you do that?
It's to stop insects and that getting through.
Oh,
And
okay.
When it says half, you just need to get some in there.
Yeah, just to make that seal, really, isn't it?
Yeah. That's. If you tap it, kind of levels out. So. Just a little bit more. No, let's do that one. That's it. You got to make sure you just give it a bit more of a squeeze because to get that bit more of an airlock there. So we can leave that now.
Okay.
I think what we'll do is we'll switch the video off now, and we'll have a little break, and we'll get on with the next one in a bit.
Okay.
Leave that on. Will that fit? Oh, it won't.
I wouldn't have thought of that for 1 minute.
Leave it there. It should be alright.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going in the way. Right. Would you like a drink and some cake? Or?
I'd like a drink, please.
Yeah, drink.
Thank you.
What would you like?
What do you have in?
Tea.
Yes, I like tea. Please.
Stick that in the bin. We've got no room for bins in this. I have to use a bag. Unfortunately, we have to pay for them now.
What do you have to pay for?
The bags from the co-op.
Oh yeah, I
5p
know. I just get a big roll of them from Aldi.
Yeah, the trouble is because we hang them up, you see.
Too big, aren't they, the Aldi ones?
I don't know, but I need something with handles.
Mm.
I don't know. I suppose there might be tie bags or something like could.
There are tie bags, but ours are quite... I think they do different sizes.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit of a pain now, and I keep buying all these bags you can reuse, like the big Audi ones, and then I forget to take them with me.
I know, I've got a cupboard
So
full.
now I've got a cupboard full of these great big 39p plastic bags.